Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. Delete that. I am Travis. It is Monday. I remembered all this stuff.
I am not Travis. I am
Let's say you were.
You almost said I was Travis.
Look it. You're a pretty girl. Ew. Liv looks homely. She looks homeless.
She looks all pale and gross. Ew. And then she's all standing there like, oh. So she's got
like 7 chins.
She's
got more chins than a Chinese.
She has my problem, where your chin doesn't exist anymore. Oh no!
Guess I forgot to turn. Oh.
You didn't turn
Nothing
yours
wrong
on?
with her. Oh, let's go in.
They're dancing, and he's all like, what the fuck? And she's like, I know, right? Oh my gosh. Pickle and Walter are in the chat. Hey guys, how's it going?
That's all we need tonight. What?
Pickle says, Gab Gang assemble. Walter says, hey Travis, hi Daphne, Raw tonight. Walter says, okay, at 9 p.m. I'm going to be here Friday for some SmackDown. Wednesday is bingo. Then I have a meeting from 6 to 9. Pickle says, back to the OG cam setup. Who's kicking off Raw? Talking and started kicking off Raw right now.
He gave him an offer he can't refuse.
Sell out.
Well, who is it? Oh, it's Logan Paul.
Ooh, it's gonna be a night.
Yeah, he got called a jackhole.
What?
By Pat Cleanmouth, if he...
Oh, man. Logan did? That's not cool.
Oh. Cole.
Oh.
He's from the other side of the state.
Piccolo wants to know if we want to hear some speculation. I want to hear some speculations.
I want to hear nothing but it.
I want to hear all the
nothing else
of ulations.
I want no facts, just specs.
What's the speculations?
It's my favorite kind of news.
Give us the speculations.
Not
Speculations.
One of those 6 men.
Speculations. Speculations. I noticed a lot of the rumors, innuendos. Ooh, rumors and innuendos, eh? What kind of rumors and innuendos? Logan Paul is in the house.
Not in the house. I like that jacket.
His jacket?
I had one of those.
Don't get it wet like it
Probably
ruined.
shouldn't say that one. with his pictures taken there in Japan. That he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
The suicidal people.
Not that. He looks out the window.
Look at your jacket. This is Cincinnati.
Is it because he's from Cleveland and that's why he hates Cincinnati? I'm like, isn't he from Ohio?
That's what Cole said. That's from the other side of the state. And he said, I meant the whole state, you jackass.
That's very funny. Anyway, Sophie's in the chat. Says, hi, how was your weekend? It wasn't bad. Sophie, how was yours? Robbie says, if you leave me now, you'll take away the biggest part of me, I'm guessing. Oh, baby, please don't go.
I don't know that song.
I don't. I figured they were lyrics because he usually blows lyrics out of his
First of all, it's Chicago again. Or Peter Cetera.
Nice.
And he sings way higher than I can get, so. Please don't go.
Oh, yeah? Is that how it goes?
Oh, it's way up there, though. Take away the biggest part of
Come on,
me.
try harder, Travis. So he says, we are getting a White Chicks 2. Marlon Wayans confirmed it this past weekend, and they are filming it after they film the next Scary Movie. Pigal says, maybe if Cody turns down The Rock's offer, then possibly Punk has that favor still, and it could lead to a united corporate champion thing again. But as Punk, also you may insert Drew instead.
Oh, here comes the
Interesting,
punkster right
Picola.
now.
That's a interesting way to look at it, I guess. Sophie says, my weekend wasn't that bad. The Rock wants Cody's soul. That's an interesting twist.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want Cody's soul? I mean, Brandy's already has it, so he'll have to get it from her. Oh, wait, that's his man card.
Ooh, not a man
I don't know about his soul.
Ugh. Robbie says, my weekend highlight was Dee texting me. Sure it was, buddy. All I did was ask if you were going to watch the boxing. It was on prime time for it.
Right. It's okay. It's okay.
Sophie says Drew could take that deal from The Rock. Yeah, he could take it instead. Have all Drew pants be The Rock's favor.
Can anybody do it, though? It didn't sound like he wanted everybody else to have it. It just sounded like he wants Cody. Why did everybody else say, oh, it's going to be somebody else? Wouldn't it make sense if it was Cody, since that's who he asked?
No.
That's like some dude going, okay, I'm going to propose to my girlfriend tonight. And then all of his buddies are like, oh, it's going to be Jessica.
It's going to be Jessica.
I bet it's Jessica.
But
Wait, isn't he dating Samantha? No, it's going to be Jessica.
It's totally
It could be.
He's going to not ask.
It could be Amy.
It's only going to be that person.
It's got to be Daphne. Wait, what?
Who are these people?
Like, wouldn't it just be the one that he's dating?
Maybe.
Oh, I'm a punked up personality.
He's got his personality out there.
What's your problem, punk?
So it was like people are predicting John Cena or CM Punk to take this weird deal from The Rock. Picola says no.
There's another. I love it.
Not John Cena. No.
So if John Cena did it, he'd have a 10-year run in WWE. Hogan did it, turned heel, and had 10 more years. Cena could do the same thing.
He's not going to.
I'm just saying, Hogan's told him for years. If you turn heel, you got 10 more years in you.
I don't think he wants to.
And it'll be like 20, 25 million a year is what he would end up getting. Plus.
Yeah.
I mean, The Rock was making 20 million a year in 2000, so it could be 50 million a year.
It's true.
At what point do you say, nah, I don't want to be the best anymore?
I don't think he wants to do it anymore, right? Isn't like John all like, I don't want to wrestle anymore, I want to retire and whatever.
I mean, it's hard
fade
on your body,
into the
obviously.
whatever sunset shit.
What?
Ooh, it's not very nice.
Type it doesn't. Punk's never been in the ring with somebody as talented as him. Ever. Not even Brock's as talented as Logan is. Okay. Are you saying that you're him? Here we go. Yeah. Fizzled.
Oh, Lord.
Did he tear it again? Oh, wait, no, that was Moxley that tore it the last time. Huh?
Yeah. People's like, no, that won't happen. Choir Boy Juan. Sophie says, we don't even know what that entails with The Rock. Pico says, that's malarkey and haberdash. And it would be the worst way for Chyna to go out. Bronson's in the chat. Hey, Bronson says, happy Monday. How are you guys doing this evening? Pretty good. How about yourself, Bronson?
I think he pushes a kid down to the ring in a wheelchair.
Who does?
Just a bald kid. John Cena.
Ooh.
And then right before he gets to the ring, he just lets him go. So he goes
And it
down,
doesn't have any brakes.
and he just falls out.
Oh, no, the poor kid.
Right? Like, that's how you start it.
That's how you start, is
People
being
would
a bad
go
person.
fucking crazy, obviously.
And then he's all like, oh, no. And he
But it'd
pretends he's like all, oh, I accidentally. And then he's like, And he's like, what?
Just pushes the kid over. Yeah.
Poor sick kid.
It's not really a sick kid, but yes, that would be how you would do it. Or if it was an older kid that was on his bed, right? He said, do you want to be immortalized, dude? You will live forever in the wrestling archives. You're going to be part of John Cena's heel turn.
Oh, Pickles
like,
says...
hell, yeah, like an 18-year-old, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm down.
Pickles says, why would that happen? Like, Punk, he's scum of the earth, and hell yeah, would take that payday. But not the choir boy. Fuck that noise. Robbie says, so Paula's going to headline a pay-per-view? Oh.
No.
Steffi says, I heard at the press conference after SmackDown, The Rock said not everything could lead to a match.
Yeah, of course not.
So do you think this is setting up CM Punk versus Logan Paul at Mania or some other pay-per-view?
I think they're just trying to build Logan up a little bit. It's probably still just Elimination Chamber stuff. They just want to see their chemistry.
Ooh, elimination.
But right now, it looks like Punk's kind of choking.
Not choke. Bronson says, I'm doing fine. My birthday is this Sunday. I'll be turning 29. Nice. That's a nice birthday, Bronson.
You'll never have another one.
Pickle says, Robbie.
Just turn 29 every year. So I used to tell my grandma, she passed away at almost 98. But every birthday was her 29th.
Nice. Pickle says, Robbie, what is a haberdash? Took that word from the Russell Talk lads. Sophie says, did you hear Dolph Ziggler's brother filed a lawsuit against AEW, Tony Khan, and CM Punk for some reason?
Uh-oh. Was it diddling? No. Was there any diddling?
Piccolo says, Ryan Nemeth, what a bag of dicks. Did he even wrestle on Dynamite? I don't know. Was he
Yeah, he was on there a few times.
This is their halftime show.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
We always catch the good ones.
What are they?
This one's not balancing. This is called Bali dancing.
Yeah, but what are they using as things on the dude side? I mean, the girl side, I get it's a stick with flags on it.
Is it nunchucks?
What in the hell are they using?
Is it nunchucks?
Looks like those fences.
Fence?
Yeah. So now they're girls.
Oh, those. Uh-oh. Did Logan fall?
I don't know. I wasn't looking. I was looking at the crazy
stuff happening on my other screen. I was watching halftime dancing and I missed it.
I was watching some crazy things happening and now I'm confused.
CM Punk's mouth.
Sophie says, we don't even know how Roman feels about whatever The Rock said this past Friday. Bronson said, I was born on March 2nd, 1996. Next year, I'll be turning the big 3-0. It's like the
trust me, it's not a big number.
It's not a big deal.
Hassan
says, hi there,
40, on the other hand, or 50, those are big, scary numbers. But.
Hassan's in the chat says, hi there, guys. I got my new haircut yesterday, and it was good.
Nice.
You know, even though you got a haircut yesterday, it usually takes about 2 weeks for your haircut to look real good. That's what he did. He smacked him, and then he left.
Yeah.
And ran away.
He smacked him like a bitch because he is a bitch and always will be a bitch.
Yeah, it's like, what's his face's mom? Kyle's mom. Oh!
Kyle's mom's a big bitch. No.
Sophie says it sounds like the Rock stuff was made like a last minute type of thing. And Piccolo says he was literally the fast forward button at the time when I did watch Being the Elite. Watching paint dry was better than a Nemeth segment.
Oh, Lord.
Ew.
I didn't watch that. But, yeah, I don't know.
He was part of that? I don't remember.
Do you know people on Friday were upset? That they cut the women's match to have the Rock segment? Ain't no one in the planet Earth rather watch the women's match over watching Rock's segment. Except for maybe this one. But,
I would personally would rather watch actual wrestling stuff.
But of course they have to have this, everything has to be outrage anymore.
Yes, outrage.
Have you seen this shit? Like everything's outraged. Like I'm surprised this isn't outraged.
I'm outraged by it. I don't know why. Those girls have weird pants on. The other ones don't have the same pants on. I'm outraged! Yoga pants and non-yoga pants!
boys
I'm
out there.
just outraged. Long hair, not long hair. It's a calamity.
Calamity Jane? Look how tall that girl is.
That girl's got red flags and everybody else has to have the blue ones. What the fuck?
Outrage.
Outrage.
Gang messages. Crips, Bloods.
Oh my god. Working together.
Oh, there's green. There's yellow.
That guy has a mask on. Looks like a mummy. What the fuck?
We've actually seen this before because they did that. The spectacle in India.
Oh, I
and they
didn't
had
see
these.
that.
They had the dancers like this.
You watched it though. Let's see, and then Robbie's being rude and saying that I'm old. Thank you. Pickle says I got my Brazilian wax this weekend. I mean, if you really wanted a clean, hairless butthole, I mean, that's all your thing, bud. Huh? And he's like, ooh!
You know what's funny about that is in Beverly Hillbillies, he's in that movie too.
Uh-huh.
And he does it to himself in his nose.
Yeah, he's trying out her wax or whatever.
He likes that wax and stuff.
I guess.
Not read season.
So he says there is a theory that The Rock will find himself in the chamber after Cody rejects The Rock's deal on Saturday. Theories are fun. All of the theories. Theories of theorydom.
I like Austin Theory too. So there's a lot of theories I like.
Hassan, it says, I missed you guys. We missed you too. Hassan, glad to see you back for a minute. And Bronson says, what year were you guys born? Sometime in the 1900s.
Yeah, it was before the 20s.
Ravi says, that was harsh. And Pickle's like, outraged. Sophie says, do you think the Rock segment would have lasted that long if it wasn't a 3-hour show?
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, I think they went over on purpose. You know, it's what's funny about it is they waste so much damn time on the show all the time, and then they had to cut a women's match at the end because they ran out of time.
Yeah.
It's like,
how dumb can you be? I mean, seriously, they're like,
that looks funny.
We have 3 hours. You know what? We're going to have to cut some segments of actual matches because we really need these morons to come out here and yak some more.
That's Kate Upton or Kate
Hudson.
Is it? It is Kate Hudson. Anyways, did you see it?
Yes, I did see some of it.
A basketball player, she's interviewing him. He's like, I've seen your tits on the internet. I just can't take you seriously. That's what he said to her. Because she's a reporter.
Oh.
He's like, I've seen your tits on the
I was not listening.
internet.
Probably because I was talking or something. Robbie says, oh, looks like a mummy. Robbie said, I said you have experience, which you do. Yeah, you're calling me old. It's rude. Picola says, Kelly Clarkson. Sophie says, for the second year in a row, The Rock messed up Triple H Mania plans. That's what happens when people who are on certain things put their nose in places they shouldn't.
Here, let me tell you how it's done. Vince McMahon, in charge, doesn't give a fuck what a wrestler does. Doesn't ruin his plans unless they get hurt or get arrested.
Sure.
All of a sudden, Triple H is like, oh no, they're ruining my plans.
What a weenie.
Oh, my plans are all up in the air. I don't know what to do. Like, what the fuck ever? Vince have been like, cool. Roman, you're going to be wrestling literally, or not Roman, what's his name? The Rock, you're going to be wrestling Eric Rowan at WrestleMania. Which he did, by the way.
Mm.
That happened like 5-6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
Kinda.
Yeah. Eric Rowan. Like, wait, hold on. The Rock's going to wrestle Eric Rowan at WrestleMania.
Oh, man. Robbie says, does Kelly still sing? From what I know, she does.
I think so. I mean, I don't know if she's making albums that are in the studios or whatever, because I'm pretty sure she has like a talk show or something.
Yeah, she's all kinds of stuff that I know of she does. Piccolo says, I enjoyed Hybrid Theory. I was born year of the Grease. Nice. Robbie says The Rock will be a title holder again.
I'm a dragon.
Sophie says, who knows what SmackDown would have looked
snake.
like.
Sorry, I'm a snake.
if The Rock didn't decide to show up. And Pickle says, or maybe Trips wants Dwayne as a mogul deity. Maybe. But Sophie says Road Dogg was the writer for SmackDown. Well, he did a really shitty job.
You do realize that Triple H is sitting right next to him.
Saying whether or not they can do it.
Like, I swear to God, people just think that Triple H has nothing to do with it now. Like, oh, he does it right, NXT. He's still in charge.
Sure does. He's the one that says, yeah, sure, we can do that.
It still
he
goes
writes off,
through
he signs off on all that shit.
And and the reason we know that is because he's the producer, and it says it on the screen.
It does. It says it on the
Right after this show, you'll see it. It pops up on the bottom of the screen. That means he's in charge of what happens out there. Whether it's good or bad.
Kaiser's out there with these two dweebs.
You can hire as many writers as you want. You still have to oversee it. Vince did it all the time. And his writers were trash. So he had to change it all the time.
Trash. Why did they keep him have jobs even? Robbie says, so the build to Mania, is it shaping up?
No.
Oh yeah, it's shaping up into everybody gets a chance. Everybody gets a wrestling thing. Everybody gets a match.
We're probably going to see Butch on it.
Fuck. People's like, Penta is giving Lucha HBK. Oh no.
Oh my God, no.
Does he have cross eyes?
He's actually pretty decent. Lucha HBK.
Bronson says Tom Shadyac, who is the director of Patch Adams. Probably saying that last name wrong. Anyways, cast Robin Williams because he thought he was perfect for the role. He's the only actor who can make you laugh and feel something very traumatically.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Sophie says, so at the end of the day, DX is in charge of the WWE. Who saw that coming 20 years ago? At the end of the day, DX is not in charge of WWE.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of each individual day, but not in charge of, like, the company. Like, I mean, seriously.
Oh, boy.
But, yes, of daily shows like this one's Triple H, SmackDown's Triple H, NXT's Triple H, and then you've got Shawn Michaels helping him out down in NXT so he has a job, and now you've got the Road Dogg helping him out on SmackDown. I don't know who helps him on Raw.
In all seriousness, those people probably have to get told exactly what they have to do because they can't do anything for themselves. Robbie says 2 days of garbage. Piccolo says, how many writers do you think are handling the two shows nowadays?
I would say probably 7 on each.
I'd have to, I think.
Or more. I would assume that there's different producers of each match, and then they run it through, and then they have it double checked by H, and then he either says yes or no. That's my guess. He's not as hands-on-y as probably Vince was.
Right.
But he has nothing to lose. If you think about it. At max, he loses his job.
Right.
Where Vince would have lost billions, millions.
Yeah.
If he fucked up.
Yeah.
So Vince had a lot more stress, a lot more on his shoulders, and so he was a lot more hands-on.
A lot more invested.
Where Triple H, he works
stock. For other people, guys.
Well, he still owns stock.
Yeah, you gotta remember of it. He is just a guy who works for a board who works for a company that fucking owns them.
Right. So his stress level is, hey, I've got a job today, you know? And as long as I perform and people on the internet still think I'm decent. I mean, the ratings just keep plummeting week after week after week.
But they don't give you actual numbers of people in America watching it. They have to give you international numbers, so it looks like it's all pumped up, which is kind of fucking hilarious.
They're like, there's 6 million people watching the first week, and now there's like less than 2 million watching. Mm-hmm. And they're like, but that's worldwide. So it's like, how many people are watching in the world or in America? Sorry, Ravi, but it's the only one that matters.
For this, because of what sport it is, yes.
And where it's based and where their weekly shows are.
Exactly. And the fact that their running time in other countries are at night, in the middle of the night, for fuck's sake. You know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning for him. I mean, how many people are like, I'm going to watch that live?
Why is Braun Breaker so upset and breaking chairs and lamps and stuff?
Because he didn't get his Slim Jim? Forgot.
Oh.
Oh, he was so excited about his refund.
Because his name's Breaker.
Why are you so angry about it? It's a good thing he didn't kick that hot, fireplace thing. He really would have been in trouble.
Can you imagine if he broke fire in half?
Brunson says Tom Shadak directed The First Sunday Professor, starring Eddie Murphy. He directed 3 of Jim Carrey's movies, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Liar Liar, Bruce Almighty. Robbie says Shawn Michaels still about that explains a lot of BS. Sophie says Michael Cole said on the Logan Paul podcast that it is a lot easier working in the WWE under Triple H, and some of those writers were around when Vince was behind the shows.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, not everybody lost their job just because Vince isn't there.
I mean, Triple H probably got rid of the ones he didn't like once they gave him a little bit of power, but in reality, it's way easier for everybody because Vince ran the show. He owned the show. Can you imagine if the CEO showed up and was telling Michael Cole what to say and how to do it? His stress level would go back up.
And it's not the CEO of WWE by any means. It's the CEO of...
Both. TKO.
TKO.
But that's what I'm getting at. They're like, well, would you rather work for your boss where you work at your job or the fucking president of the company? Or the owner of the company? Of course you're going to rather work with your supervisor.
Right.
Nobody wants to work with the CEO.
No.
He does. First of all, he don't care.
True.
Anything about you.
Nope.
As a human being.
Yep.
You're a money sign.
Yeah. You're just a number on a piece of paper.
Oh, you want to do that? Why are you in my office and why are you talking to me? Although Vince did have the open office policy. You could always talk to him.
Well, I'm sure that worked out well for some of those people. Piccola says they have mentioned guys like Tyson Kidd, Jason Jordan, Robert Roode, among others. Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta put somebody in there, I guess. That Tyson Kidd's terrible.
Bronson says back when Robin Williams passed away, Tom Shattuck said Robin Williams really was Patch Adams. He was medicine. Robin had done a lot of drama prior to working with Tom. Robbie says WWE has declined, and Sophie says every time Michael Cole is in an interview on podcasts, he tells his real feelings about what it was like working under both Triple H and Vince.
Yeah, which he should. It's fine.
Bronson,
he can't lose his job, because I don't even know if Triple H could fire him. He'd probably have to go through Nick Khan.
Right. Bronson says Robin Williams has worked with a lot of great directors. He's worked with Peter Weir, Steven Spielberg, Barry Levinson, and a lot of other great directors. Sophie says, but it seems like the owner of TKO doesn't care how the UFC or the WWE does their business.
Right.
Oh, you're going to see it out in public, Sophie, but behind closed doors, I'm pretty sure they have lots of conversations with the board on numbers, how things are handled, how things are going, why are we declining, I need you to make more money.
At some point, they're going to wonder what's happening, if it matters. Right now, they're in the early stages of a 10-year deal. They're not stressing about money. The money's guaranteed for 10 years. But if only 3 people are watching in 5 years...
They could go back in and renegotiate and say, hey, look, this is not what we signed up for. You were going to bring a whole bunch, and, or the fact that they had maybe an influx of people, getting Netflix, let's just say, to watch it, and then all of a sudden you have people drop off.
All right.
Because it's like, well, it's not worth watching it anymore. I can just get my updates from people who do watch it or something.
Like this trash.
I mean, this is just weird, and, why is it on my television? Why is it happening?
I mean, I get Kaiser, and I get Penta to an extent, even though he's a tag team guy, but Butch, how has he still got a fucking job? Seriously.
It's true.
There's certain wrestlers that's like, okay, he can't do it, so let's move on from him. Let's stretch the fingers out.
Oh no, and he's got his own hair in him. That's
Is this
gross.
for, the kids at home?
I guess.
That's the new kid thing, is the finger. Oh, my fingers.
Bobby says, so this match meaning the show started in the right way.
I like these tournament matches because they last a long time.
Sophie says Michael Cole also said the situation with Corey Graves is weird.
I'm sure it is.
Well, I'm sure it is. Michael Cole's worked with him for fucking years. I mean, I bet it is weird.
and they replace him on a dime because a part-timer wants to do it. Trust me, I would way rather have Corey Graves
than Pat McAfee. Yeah.
I like McAfee, don't get me wrong, at all. But he's gonna be gone when football starts.
Yeah, the minute the college football starts, he'll be gone again. Yes, Kaiser did it. Good job, buddy. Took advantage. Take that advantage, bud. Good job. Something finally went right in this situation. Oh, no. Oh, he literally hit his head on that guy's knee. I think he broke
basically
everything.
beat a 14-year-old girl.
True. It's true.
Remember the feminine physique?
Yep.
That's it. That's the definition.
Feminine physique.
In his onesie.
Piccola is singing some Aladdin songs. A whole new world.
A fantastic point of view.
Sophie says it'll be interesting how the WWE does the draft this year with both shows having different run times than previous years.
Why would that matter? Other than they would be the same. In the old era, they would do 1-2, 1-2, you know. Like, but now they could just do 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. I don't think it's going to be that much different. It's going to be exciting. I wish they would just do it for a premium live event. No matches. You just sit down and they just draft. Make it a 2-hour show, a little special.
Right. Bronson says Peter Weir directed Dead Poets Society. Barry Levinson directed 2 of Robin Williams' movies. He directed Good Morning Vietnam and Man of the Year. Steven Spielberg directed Robin Williams and Hook. Ravi says, are people actually invested in WWE like before? The direction has killed it for original fans.
And what I would like to see, and so there's not 2 first-round picks, because that's that same bullshit with the 2 main events, is when you're doing that, you have like 5 minutes. We'll say like a 5 minutes in between each pick. And then they show highlights and the top players still left on the board, just like the NFL draft. So like, okay, here we go. Who's going first? Obviously, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, one of those 2. Right? So you're like, okay, we got to take Cody. So Cody goes. Okay, now who do you take next? And you could also do it a women's draft and a men's draft.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should put the women in the men's draft or vice versa, because that's silly. Because obviously they don't give a shit about the women. We're seeing it. It's clear as day. It's crystal clear. It's been this way for decades. But it's going back in time. Triple H will not put just 2 random women on a card.
No. Yeah. Sophie says it'll be interesting what Netflix is going to do when Pat has to go do his college football. Bronson says Robin Williams worked with Christopher Walken in Man of the Year. Williams can do a pretty good impression of Walken's. Sophie says, do you think SmackDown will go back to 2 hours a lot earlier than they planned to do it?
I sure hope so. It's getting to be a really bad show. It's almost the joke of wrestling right now.
Yeah, people
It might be worse than AEW.
Yeah, people really, really, really don't like it. People says, speaking of feminine physique, after the Death Riders retained their trios belt on Collision, did you see Bebe and the other Undisputed Era guys show up?
No.
No, the ladies thought they could come out and play. That's cool. Sophie says, for the draft, I could see both shows being 3 hours only for that week.
When is the draft? Have they announced a time? Or is it just right after WrestleMania? Lose? Is she lost?
I think so. I don't even know what happened.
I think she
was like talking and then she forgot what she was talking about. Like she has dementia. I think she has a carrot tattoo on her thumb.
Nice.
It looks like a carrot,
from
but
that,
it might be
something
a
in grommet or whatever that you have.
Wallace and Gromit. Cheese.
Isn't there like a rabbit?
It's a were-rabbit.
Yeah.
He loves all the vegetables.
Why are we talking about Io Sky? She's absolute trash.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, she shows up.
Oh, no. She's going to stare at you.
I'm top mid-card. That's what she said. No idea what she said there. Again.
Beat her again.
I don't remember her beating her on the main roster. Or is she talking about in the minor?
I have no idea what's happening. Robbie's singing a song. Holding back the years, thinking of the fear I've had too long. So long. When somebody hears, listen to the fear that's gone. Strangled by the wishes of patter. Hoping for the arms of matter or mater. Get to me the sooner or later. Sounds like a weird song.
I don't know that
Bronson says, what is your guys' favorite Brendan Fraser movie?
Oh, fuck.
Brendan Fraser.
Oh, dude.
I like Encino Man. I like The Mummy.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Bedazzled, he's pretty funny in that.
Dude. Blast from the Past.
Blast from the Past is good.
I'm just trying to
think. It's kind of like not on my my best radar of me
Blast
liking.
from the Past, really?
But I really like Airheads. I love that stupid show.
Is that the one where they're locked in the bank or the radio station or something?
Yeah, they take their radio station hostage.
Oh, it's got
with
Adam
fake
Sandler.
guns. It has Adam Sandler in it. Yeah. Airheads is awesome.
Yeah, I mean...
Bronson says, my favorite movie of his is Blast from the Past. Christopher Walken is in it. Walken plays Fraser's dad in the movie.
Yeah, definitely. One of my favorites. But I probably, like, right this second, if I had to watch one, it would be any of the Mummy movies. Right this second. Like, without any question, I can get right into it. Immediately, I know what's happening, love it, and we'll watch it. Any one of them, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it better with the brunette that was in the originals. She's
in the first two.
She's a little more attractive than the third brunette.
Yeah.
But I don't know any of their name.
I can picture her in my head, but I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. But definitely like her.
Sophie says, I still don't understand why SmackDown got changed to 3 hours.
Well, Raw was on USA Network, and it was 3 hours. And then they bought SmackDown, and so they just said, hey, we want to keep it 3 hours. Our show, and so they just take 3 hours, but on Friday instead of Monday.
Jacob is in the chat. Hey, Jacob, good to see you tonight. Says, hey, Travis, and delete that. And Piccola says, you know, draft time is always hyped up, never does anything sensical, and it just makes a mockery of sports drafts altogether.
It does. And they screw it up every time. And that's why I was thinking if they did it, they could do like 5 minutes in between, or 3 minutes, or something along those lines in between each pick. And they can have, because you know who the top people are, they can have like a draft board explaining why these people are so good, what they do, what's so great. Highlight videos, like the whole 9 yards. And then you see Roman go, and then Cody go, and then Gunther go, and so on and so forth as they start picking through. And then obviously they have, it's fake, so we have to put that in. So each side has to get a champion, and then each side has to get a mid-card champion, and then a women's champion, and then a tag team champion, except for the women's tag teams. They don't exist, right? Or is there a women's tag team? Oh, there is a women's tag team champion. It's just not on NXT anymore.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth as you draft, and then you're going to always get the people that go, you should put NXT in it. Mm-hmm. No, you can't put NXT in it because it's developmental. Now they're creating another developmental show, and maybe eventually it'll take over NXT, and then you could have a third brand.
Mm-hmm. Sophie says probably sometime after Mania is when the draft. Piccolo says fun times had by all. Sophie says there has been times where they held the draft for a month where you don't know which superstar will be drafted. Robbie says Rhea meaning business gonna get someone in a headlock. Piccolo says Brendan is sort of like Josh Hartnett, who fell off for a good while and has finally made more quality movies recently. Except for Brendan was abused very much by the system of Hollywood, and then they blacklisted him because they're fuck faces.
I love me. Both of those guys, by the way.
I like Josh Hartnett, too.
Yeah. 40 Days and 40 Nights is a show I watch every time when it's that time of year, whatever that's called. Lent?
Pretty sure it's happening now.
No. Well, it could be.
I thought this was Lent.
It might be. It's whenever the tits come out. And
it's whenever fish is served on Fridays and all the restaurants bring it back. That's Lent.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, like Arby's always brings their fish sandwich back during Lent.
Anyways, I usually have it marked on my calendar to go.
Talking about movies to watch, are we watching Leap Year this year?
Yeah, I have it on my thing.
Nice.
See?
Jacob says, just in bed fighting flu. Aw, sorry. Nice.
This is my important stuff.
You forgot Lent.
Well, I'm not about to say it's not important, but it's not something that I do.
Alexa, when is Lent?
Lent starts next Tuesday, March 4th and ends on Wednesday, April 16th, 2025.
Next week.
It's all up for Easter.
Fat Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday. Bronson says Christopher Walken has worked with Adam Sandler, Brendan Fraser, Dwayne Johnson, Tom Hanks, Robert De Niro, Robin Williams, Johnny Depp, Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn, Sean Penn, and Matthew Broderick. He's worked with a lot of people. I'm sure he's worked with more than that. Chris says...
What day was that?
He has also worked with...
the 2nd or whatever?
March 4th. What is that guy's name? John Travolta. Forgot him.
Yeah.
He's worked with him too.
Who was that?
Christopher Walken.
I'm sure he has. I don't know what.
No, he did. In the new Hairspray. He worked with John Travolta. John Travolta's a crossdresser in it. And he's their husband.
And he could have worked with him a little bit.
In Pulp Fiction.
In Pulp Fiction, because he had that uncomfortable chunk of metal up his ass.
So he had to work with Bruce Willis a little bit too, maybe.
Yeah.
Robbie says, you know your problem. You keep it all in. You know your problem. You keep it all in. Midnight, a husband getting ready to fight. A daughter sleeps alone with the light turned on. She hears but keeps it all in. Sounds like somebody's abusing somebody. Chris says, hey guys, just came back from practicing softball for the first time. Got a couple of hits and looking like I'm having a good pitching arm. Ooh, so you're going to be maybe a pitcher instead of a catcher, huh?
Cannon.
Chris says, although it's rock, I'm intrigued where this storyline with Cody will go. I'm hoping he becomes a corporate champion. Robbie says, give it up for Lent. You actually do that. No, I don't do Lent. I don't do Lent. Piccolo says, I've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. That's right, more cowbell. Gotta have more cowbell.
Yes, that's a fact.
Travis didn't know about the more cowbell. I had to show him.
Yeah, how would I know? I found out the hard way. More cowbell.
Right? I'm trying to remember what song it is that they're doing it for.
One that needs cowbell. Oh, look. Nobody's. Are wrestling the New Day.
It's the LWO people.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's the LWO guys.
Nerd Day.
See? Even
Oh
Michael
my God,
Cole
it
told
really
you who
is.
it was.
These dudes look like fucking jobbers. Why are they on...
Oh my God.
Why, Triple H? Is there no talent on your roster that you have to do this stupid shit?
They forgot who exists and who doesn't. No.
That guy's just like fat and out of shape.
He's breathing extra hard.
Because he's fat and out of shape?
He's like, oh no. Let's see. Chris says, but over in AEW, Kyle Fletcher would be a perfect corporate champion. If he ever becomes AEW champ, he'd get so much heat.
He will.
I forgot to watch LFG show last night, man.
Well, that's fine. I'm sure you
Do you
didn't
think
miss
you
anything.
missed a lot? I feel like you didn't miss anything.
I heard that Road Dogg was there and he was fun.
Robbie says, Terrence Howard, did he make any good films?
Terrence Howard. Is that the kid? Is that Opie?
He was in, Terrence Howard was the black guy that was in,
What the hell am I thinking?
you liked him in,
Iron Man.
Iron Man, yeah.
The original one?
Yeah.
He's like a genius.
Crash, he was pretty good in that too.
I've only seen him in a couple movies. I don't even remember what they were, but Iron Man was one. And he is a real genius in real life.
Not surprising. Excuse me. Hold on. Robin says, age giving everyone a chance, it seems. Yes, participation trophies for everybody. He's like Oprah.
Isn't he the one that doesn't believe that there's a zero?
Terrence Howard?
I can't remember who it is. One of them, there's somebody that doesn't believe that there's a zero. And they even did it on the Sheldon, young Sheldon. Because zero can't exist.
I don't think that's Terrence Howard.
But anyways, but he really is a genius, mathematical genius. I don't know if he's good at anything else.
I think you might be thinking of somebody else. He was an actor?
Yeah. He was in Iron Man. He was the assistant or whatever he was.
Yeah, he was his buddy. He was his buddy that in the next one he builds him a suit. But he didn't do it because he didn't make enough money.
Yeah, he wanted to renegotiate because he got $2 million for the part. Do you know Downey Jr. only got $500,000 for the first Iron Man?
Not surprising.
And then the next one he got like $12 million or something, and then he wanted his contract raised too, and they said no, so he was only going to make 2.5 again.
It's nice, I guess.
No, who am I thinking of though? Who that played Opie? What's that? Terrence Howard? Is that his name? Or is that the name we've been talking about?
That's the name we're talking about.
Who's the guy that played Opie? He's a director?
That's Terrence Howard.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't think that's who you think it is.
Ron Howard is who I was thinking
Yeah, Ron Howard is the...
of. Opie.
Yes, is
That's,
the redheaded boy.
Over and over, but nobody would answer me. I knew it was a Howard. Yeah, see, he's a mathematical genius. This is one of his theories.
Right. His pseudo-scientific theories.
Yeah, he's like I said, people don't take him seriously because he's an actor, but he's like a genius.
Right. He looks weird. Sounds weird to me.
Anything that changes somebody's belief about something.
That's math you're fucking with. I don't think that works.
He says it's too restricted.
Math?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you can't just make up shit with math. They already have tried that. They've already tried to be like,
okay,
1 + 1 could always equal 4. You don't know that it's always 2. Right. Oh, stop.
So there have been mathematicians in the past, and I can't think of their names, so I'm not going to sound great at it, that have been asked a question about mathematics. They have to go invent a form of trigonometry, bring it back to answer the question. They have to literally invent it.
Yeah, but there's specific rules of math so that you can.
Right.
That's just...
So here's another one. In North Korea, their leader believes that 1 + 1 isn't 2.
I know, he's a weirdo.
Because of drops of water.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, if you take a drop of water and then add another one to it, it's still one big drop of water. At what point does it break apart? The West is lying to you.
Yes, he also thinks infinity burgers. We know he's crazy. Anyways, Chris says Shotzi and Scarlett with a new haunted locations video on YouTube with Liv and Raquel. That's cool. Bronson says Christopher Walken has also worked with Brad Pitt, Ben Stiller, Jack Black, Denzel Washington, Mike Myers, David Spade, Anthony Anderson, Jerry O'Connell, Michael Keaton, and Al Pacino. Robbie's like, LOL, Oprah. And then Pico's like, Howard starred in Hustle and Flow, where 3-6 Mafia won an Academy Award for Best Song in a Movie.
3-6 Mafia.
And then Pico's like, Ron Howard. He answered your question.
Yeah.
Bronson says Terrence Howard also plays the bad guy in Big Mama's House. I've shared this a couple times before. There's a deleted scene where his character kills a prison doctor.
Oh, wow.
Robbie says, I like my stuff knocking. He's singing more songs. Ugh, dude, I don't want to sing your stupid song
Just
lyrics.
sing.
No, Chris says Korea. Oh, Kim Jong-un. Yeah, that guy. Kim Jong-un.
He has no butthole. He doesn't poop.
That's so funny.
Because only humans poop. And he's a god. Just kidding. That's a Get High one with Seth Rogen and, you know, his buddy.
Right.
And they go to North Korea.
Jesus.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And there's a tiger.
Yeah. The Interview or some
Yeah.
shit like that.
Eminem comes out as gay. Why is Liv talking too much? Slow
She
down.
always talks all the time.
She is getting a little better. I'm going to give her that. You don't have to cut your throat to hear her talk anymore. I like that she talks a little quicker.
Mm-hmm.
As she used to.
She does that every
There,
once in a
she's doing it
while, and it drives me nuts.
There. So she's working on it. A yellow apple. Ooh, making out right there live on TV.
Weird.
So much making out. He kissed her forehead.
That sounds kind of creepy.
It is. If she's showing ankle, she might as well just be a whore.
She might as well be. All right, let's see. Bronson says Ron Howard directed, Jim Carrey as the Grinch. He directed some of Tom Hanks' movies, Splash, Apollo 13, The Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, and Inferno. Robbie says Travis knows the song. I'm sure he does. He could sing it.
What is it?
I'm not saying all those words. I'm not saying all the
just
stupid
reading.
lyrics.
I probably don't know it.
Then maybe you could read it yourself and figure it out.
Well, you'd have to tell me even where it's at. I don't see any words. Yeah, can't see it.
Chris says there was a meme video of Kim Jong-un singing the South Korean anthem. Whoever made that video is probably on their watch list now. Maybe, if he allows internet stuff there. And Picola says, do you remember A Beautiful Mind? What did you think about that movie?
Love it. It's one of the only ones I actually liked that actor in, that Russell Crowe.
Bronson says Ron Howard also directed Parenthood starring Steve Martin. He directed a movie called Ransom starring Mel Gibson. He directed a movie called The Dilemma starring Vince Vaughn and Kevin James.
I think I've seen that one. Is that the one with the car and they're trying to make electric cars sound like muscle cars?
The Dilemma?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I've seen the other two.
And the girl that used to shoplift, she's in it. And she cheats on him.
Not that cheating.
Winona Ryder.
No, not the Winona.
I'm the easy rider dreaming of Winona.
Chris says Kay might have to get these WWE top cards. I want an autographed Gunther card, man.
Yeah, there's only like 10 in the world, but...
Robbie says, once I was kidnapped by mimes, they did unspeakable things to me.
Yeah, I could see that. Terrifying.
They don't talk. That's the problem.
That's why it's unspeakable.
Exactly.
Bum, ba, dum, bum. I think it has to be.
Does it though? I feel like it's a lie.
I bought you something.
What is it? You bought me stuff?
Yeah, you have to download that app.
What is it?
It's stuff for your school.
Oh, gross.
Your UFC fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
You have to start there.
What is it?
I just told you, literally.
You just said it's for that, but you aren't saying what it really is.
It really is that. I don't know if that'll say anymore. I don't know. You can maybe read some of the replies, things.
What does it do?
It's comes with books and stuff. They're on their way. I just figured that's what you used to do with me when I would get into things like bees. You buy me a bee book. When I got into gardening, you bought me gardening books. Since you're getting into that, I bought you some of those books. And on here, if you go to that one, this is what I actually bought. These are like, you get to go through some, like build them yourself. Like countdown timers and things. But anyways, you're supposed to click on that one first. But if you want to actually just download the app.
Ow!
Because it came with audio books, it came with real books, and it came with, online, like your Kindle kind of, but not Kindle. Whatever that's called. E-book.
E-reader stuff.
Yeah, e-books.
Bronson says, have you guys ever seen or heard of a Mel Gibson movie called Forever Young?
I have. I don't remember it at all, but I do. I mean, I remember the movie that it exists, but I don't remember anything about it. Do you remember it?
Kinda, yeah.
I just remember it being from like the 80s or early 90s.
Like, wasn't he like forever young? Oh, hey, did you
Was
wake
it
up
him?
from your stuff?
You got out of the blanket, huh? He was sleeping on me, and I just rolled him up like a taco and set him off to the side, knowing that he would get out. And he slept
never
there for
did.
like 2 more hours.
I think it's longer than that.
He's like, where are they at? Oh, he bit himself there.
Yeah, he pulls them off.
Hey, it's a football team. The Cincinnati Bearcats. Hey, look. It's the real one, look. Adam Pac-Man Jones. It's Adam Pac-Man Page.
Oh.
There's the real Adam Pac-Man.
It's funny.
That is hilarious. Now everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Because he was there.
Yeah.
But did everybody pay attention?
So every time I say Adam, I say Pac-Man after it. Adam Pac-Man Jones.
Because he was a guy.
The Pac-Man actually means he was a drug dealer, by the way. And he really was. He got in a lot of trouble and got kicked out of the league. Like, I'm not just bashing his character.
You're not just making things up.
Right, but that's where the Pac-Man came from. And he tried to shed that, like, because he was trying to make a comeback. And obviously he didn't, because they just announced it tonight.
He's like, oh, man, I guess I'll just use it, I guess.
Right?
Now that you know who I am.
Oh, hey, look, Gunther's out there. He's super exciting. He'll get your heart boiling. Ooh, eat him in the dick.
Them in there, like, all of a sudden, like, I need a foul on that. It's like, fuck you, dude. Like, get up and start playing, get you big pussy pants.
I hope you embarrass that clown on the grandest stage of them all. The Yeet Circus.
Pickle's like, what's happening? Gunther's talking? He's talking. What's happening?
Ooh.
Oh no. Not the hand-picked opponent.
Who is it? Anybody? Damn! He's bringing out the big guns. Hell yeah.
Tozawa. That's silly. Chris is like, I hope Gunther's just steamrolls through Gio's at Mania like Goldberg versus Hogan. Hello, Tozawa. This is a perfect match for Gunther.
Maxine Dupree should be at ringside on the big screen, is all I'm saying. What does it say?
I heart Alpha Babes.
Oh. I thought it said Philadelphia or something. I'm like,
nope. No Philadelphia.
Tozawa can beat the world champion tonight.
Chris says he should have picked Maxine as his opponent.
Yeah, she'd have been funner to wrestle around with.
Robbie says if you walk into a forest and cut down a tree, but the tree doesn't understand why you cut it down, do you think it's stumped?
Yeah.
So stumped.
Yeah.
By being a goof and dancing around, you're just wasted.
Yeah.
Wasted.
Degenerates out there.
Not the degenerates.
Just all his arms. He has been lifted.
Mm-hmm. Alpha Babes.
He cut him off.
Yeah, nobody cares about you and you're stupid. I don't think he wants it. He
Give
looks
him a
upset
yeet.
about it. He said no.
Pushing her back. Punch him in the throat. Or kick him. Don't throw big old haymakers. Right to his knees. Kick him in the groin. This is your world champion getting beat up there.
Robbie says, knock knock.
Who dare?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Ooh.
Ice cream so you can hear me.
Yeah. That's how I am with my dog. That chop was nasty. Poor Maxine. Get in there, Max. Save him. Oh no, look at that!
Oh god.
No. Oh! Soccer style kick. Oh, missile drop kick.
Chris says Maxine looks so good tonight, me and Gunther. Chopper chest. Jesus.
Chopper bottom. Would that make more sense? Oh, Tozawa almost had him right there. Instead, he goes up top and fucks himself. That's so dumb.
Oh, God.
Now he's just going to sit down and snap his spine.
No, it's fine. Chris says, hello, Michael Cole said Tozawa starting to believe. He believes in Joe Hendry. Piccolo says, Blue da ba dee.
Come on, Otis. Push the rope towards him. There you go. Otis kissed him. Otis gives him a big kiss. Right on his head.
Life goes on. Da, na, 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 na.
It's the Beatles.
Obladi. Oblada.
Life goes on. Life goes on. Chop! Oh. I folded him in half.
His one leg just ran under.
Right. Oh, that's
terrible.
his finisher.
Poor Tozawa.
Oh, he's going to lift his head up.
Oh.
He's going to keep the punishment coming.
That's mean. So mean.
It's over.
Chris says, how can Maxine be with these bums?
They have nothing else for her.
Babes.
She's the only babe. Get him, Otis. Oh, yeah.
Chris says, Otis versus Gunther.
Yeah, maybe next Monday. Oh. Gunther wisely has a huge match coming up.
Mm-hmm.
At WrestleMania. He can't be getting hurt.
Right?
Because Otis is sloppy-ass wrestling. Maxine, where you at? She should hit him in the back with a chair. Oh, here comes the Uso Penitentiary.
Jesus Christ.
I will be leaving. So, not really, but at least the audio. Gunther, there again. Wisely moves out of the ring. Is Jay going to join this group and make it as big as the Bloodline? Just a bunch of rejects.
Right?
If you remember, she was a reject too.
She was.
Now she's not so much. She kind of grew into herself.
Chris says people saying Gunther versus Jay is just Gunther versus Sammy from last year's storyline.
Yeah, I mean, except for Sammy's trash. But Jay's a singles wrestler, so I see it. It's basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That means Jay's going to win. And then Sammy turns on Jay and beats him, and then they can get the title on Sammy, which I feel like that's what they're trying to do because Triple H likes to do the worst booking on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Been saying it forever, and now everybody else is coming around it, so now it sounds like I'm cliche, like, oh,
yeah, like you're following the pack when you said it from the beginning.
Since
the minute
day
he
one.
had any inkling of doing anything in it, immediately was, man, this is trash. And
Well,
Triple H is doing trash shit.
Well, we kind of knew it was going to happen because of how we ran NXT.
Right?
And so we had the idea. What's that?
What's what? Lotion?
What's lotion?
Because my hands were dry.
I should put some on my arm.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I'll rub it in. Can you scratch it in?
Oh.
Is that enough?
Yeah, why?
Huh.
Don't need more than that. Chris says, yeah, but maybe Sammy will win Money in the Bank and cash in on Jay.
Yeah, I think Sammy will turn on Jay, which is just... But we have to live with this crap for like 6 months.
What's funny is it's already been done of Sammy turning on Jay and all that crap, so we can watch it again. How fucking lame is that stuff? Like, yippee skippy.
Didn't you guys already break up?
Right? Like...
Didn't Jay hate you at first, and now you're his best friend?
Yeah. Like what the hell?
Oh, it's Michael Cole.
Impulsive. Why is this shirt not fitting?
Of course. McAfee has to bring it up. I guess that Jay craps over so I can listen.
It's so weird to... Robbie says, how do lumberjacks know how many trees they've cut down?
I don't know.
They keep a log today.
Oh, damn it.
Pickle says that's pretty funny. Robbie says the cash in on Jay will be something alright. Jacob says, Travis, I get to stay home tomorrow.
Woo!
Like in a good thing or a bad thing? You said you're fighting the flu, so being sick and staying home is kind of poopy. Pickle says fat guy in a button shirt. And Robbie says Cole looking tubby. Poor guy. His wife forgot him to get the right size of shirt.
Cool.
Chris says, I think Kyle will do it because maybe they think Bird Lady title reign is stale.
I mean, it is, but that's not her fault. It's time to give it to Maxine Dupree.
Jacob says, good timing. Good thing because I get to sleep all day. Yes. Days off when you're sick. If you get to sleep is good.
Whoa.
Guess I don't like surprises.
Whoa.
I mean, sometimes that's how I feel. I just want to, start being really, flip things over, throw things out windows and shit.
I felt that way for a couple days.
Sophie says Michael Cole said in an interview he almost quit the WWE. He gets Phil Bats hurt.
We would have all been better for it.
It's like a possibility.
Literally, Michael Cole hasn't been good ever. He's just the only guy there that is consistently there.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a Vince guy. But seriously, has Michael Cole ever been exciting? Ever? Has he ever been JR?
No. Sophie says the Michael Cole we see now is his true personality.
Mm-hmm. You mean copying McAfee's true personality?
That he's a copier. He can't even be his own person.
It's not even genuine. No, seriously, that's my how we normally be, but I had so much pressure on me before. From Vince, because Vince was mean. Fucking people, dude. Yeah, I sure am.
What's funny, though, is he, says that, but he's stuck around with Vince for years.
Oh, I know.
So we're saying somehow he was going to quit the WWE, yet he stuck around for multiples of years under Vince.
My biggest thing was, how the fuck did he make it all those years? Because in reality, nobody really liked him. You know what I mean? JR's a legend. Michael Cole's not going to be him.
No.
Nobody's going to be excited when he shows up after his strokes and all that and talking on the mic, oh, it's Michael Cole again. Yeah.
Yeah.
And before that, Gorilla Monsoon. Before that, Jesse the Body. You had Gorilla Monsoon. You had Bobby Heenan. JR for sure. Tony Schiavone. I don't mind Tony Schiavone. I don't like him in AEW because I feel like he can't be utilized correctly.
Right. So he says that how bad it was under Vince with Michael Cole. He was thinking about quitting. If there was no Michael Cole, we probably wouldn't have a Pat, Corey Wade, and Joe. Robbie says, why shouldn't you hire short people as chefs?
Oh, shit. Okay, there's something to do with chefs, and there's height or certain type of baking or something. I don't know.
Because the stakes are too high.
There it is.
Sophie says Vince did fire Jimmy Ross 2 or 3 times within their history.
Yeah.
Robbie says Dakota, she did well last week. She's got a new attitude.
She's got a pretty nice suit on tonight too.
She has a suit.
This or lack thereof, yeah.
Oh.
And then this one, I don't know. I don't know how this is still working. The bird lady.
Mm-hmm. Chris says, let's go, Kai.
Yeah, I'm probably with you on that one. Have we ever figured out if Kai's a heel or not? Didn't they change those girls to baby faces?
I don't know. They're not really mean by any chance.
Is Sky in her corner?
I don't know if Io Sky's out there. I thought she came out with her, but
I did too.
Not looking for her, so I don't know. Just camera people so far that I've seen.
When's Asuka coming back? This Saturday?
I don't know.
Will she show up at the chamber?
I got a stalker under control. Whoever it is.
If I was her boss, I'd be like, look, you still have to go to work. I don't care that you have a stalker. I mean, there's security here.
Robbie says, why shouldn't short people be mentors?
Because they're hard to look up to?
Basically, yeah, because you can't look up to them.
Ah. Nice.
You got it.
Wow. That's the closest I've ever been to one.
Oh. Jeez. Oh my gosh, cat.
Because you don't want to look down at your mentor?
Right?
Uh-oh, she got stuck. Oh, she's kicking her in the face.
Oh god, not the face kicking. Seems like that's probably a bad idea.
Dakota's probably already hurt.
Probably. She's already got broken.
Something's broken. Come on, ladies. How's she going to do this? Onto the floor? Sure is. No, Dakota turned it around. Oh, dropped her right down on that hard part of the mat. Uh-oh, here it is, soccer style. No! Cannonball! Oh, and then she tripped. She tripped back over. That was funny. Oh, they better go to a commercial. Nobody wants to see that shit.
Oh, Jesus. It's a long-ass commercial, too.
It's only 2 minutes and something.
Holy shit.
Do you remember the Family Network and their commercials were like 22 minutes?
We forgot we were watching half the time.
Be like, what are we watching? I don't remember. Just turn it.
Wasn't that interesting? I guess. It's horrible.
Not his last mission. Nope.
Wow, that was way further.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Chris says, can't wait for Sword Lady versus Bird Lady, aka Carmen Petrovic versus Lyra, lol. And people's like, tell me about it. Luckily, it's hour 2.
Yeah.
Chris says, but Carmen needs to leave. Adonis says they are going out on screen in NXT. How the fuck did that motherfucker survive the WWE cuts over Sonya Deville?
I'm thinking they're still under their minor league contract.
Yeah, probably.
Is my guess with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind to see Hulk Hogan's head on the Mount Rushmore. He's too old to run for president. But he'd be a great follow-up. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Right.
Nobody'd want to go head-to-head in an argument with him. Let me tell these Democrats something. I took Rex Kwon Do.
No.
Never?
Never.
We're supposed to get that by the end of this month. Not
What is
that.
it?
Remember? The guy outside said they're trying to get it in by the end of the month.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sure. Lies, lies, all lies.
If I see a guy in a vest, he'll be in my living room. I might just drive to the end of the street, grab him, and bring him in. I like to look, dude.
I've been waiting for months.
You see your list? I want nobody else's name on it. Just mine. Then you can give the rest of the names the next day. Because that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, poor Dakota. She's getting booted in the face over and over. Haven't got her nose. Oh, she can do a sit-up. Here she goes. Superplex. It's coming. Is Dakota going to be able to survive?
Oh, my goodness.
They're going over.
Don't put your legs down.
Oh.
What the fuck is wrong with her? Why do they put their feet down?
Oh, no. Oh, Kira.
Oh, no, I think she oversold it. Bronson says there's a scene in Cheaper by the Dozen where the kids soak Ashton Kutcher's underwear in meat. Mm-hmm. The whole idea of soaking his underwear in meat was Steve Martin's idea.
That's funny. It's like, I hate you. I love you at the same time. Just like, Dad, put your legs.
Exactly.
So it's redonkulous. Come on, Dakota. Somehow. There it is. Nope. Now they're doing this little goofy shit. Oh, they're going to bridge out. Are they strong enough to bridge out? No. Oh, yep. They're plenty strong enough. Damn.
I had to think about it for 2 seconds, though.
All right. Jaw Phil. There you go, buddy. I don't know why you want to lay down. You just got up. Oh, look, they're doing it again. Powerbomb. Oh, that was deep, heavy. No, Dakota kicked out. Ugh. La 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 That's for all the people that
Robbie says, when a woman laughs during an argument, please know that the psycho part of her brain has just been activated.
Yeah, it's time to walk
abort
away.
Mission.
That might do it. Backstabber.
Do you say over chiropractor?
Something like that.
Good God. Dude, I don't think that's her name. Rob is like, this match low-key decent.
Well, yeah.
So decent.
Women scantily clad. It's like watching a striptease, but with their clothes on. Come on. Now the superplex is on the other foot.
$50-50.
Here it comes. It's over. That was dumb.
Chris is like, damn it. And then Robbie's like, lots of high flying, but action. And Chris says, yeah, that's our finisher, chiropractor. That sounds so silly. Jeez. This whole, like, comrade thing is, like, so weird.
So Ring of Honor.
It's so indie crap.
I'm so glad they like each other. I don't know what I would do without it. It's just a really good feel-good story.
Right.
Oh, look!
There you go. That's what we want. Ivy Nile attacking people.
Get her.
Oh,
Tear
no,
her
not
apart.
her face. Oh.
There we go.
Somebody do something terrible.
Whip her, whip her, whip her, whip
Beat
her.
her up. Beat her. She has no friends.
Whoop that ass.
Beat the crap out of her.
Ivy. Oh, wait. How is that not a DDT? Her move is like, okay, you DDT me, but it's my offensive move. What?
Okay, it's weird.
There it is. Ivy Nile needs that. She's the same size as the championship belt. And then you can put it on Maxine.
Chris
It makes
says,
sense. It's good booking.
Kai should have attacked her, but there's Ivy. Chimichangas in the chat now says Netflix keeps turning off. Snort faces. That sucks. Nobody likes that crap.
Nobody.
Stupid Netflix turning off.
Maybe gold is heading that way. No.
They're making statements.
Like bank statements? Oh yeah, I gotta download that. That starts in a couple weeks. Or a week.
March 5th. Next Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Alright, try that.
What is it?
I just sent it to you. Gotta go to that link to get the stuff. Whatever, you'll have to read it. The physical books are on their way, though. Yeah, nobody.
And then there's stuff to sign into.
Right.
Or do I need to do the app?
Yep.
Or
Yeah. I don't know. Does it have like a sign in, or does it have like build a sign in?
it says in that stuff you sent that follow the link and enter the email you originally ordered with.
Right.
Is what it says to do. But I'm asking,
Right.
do I need to...
You could. I would.
Don't
I may do it after you. unsanctioned.
Bronson says when Tom Hanks read for Splash, he was trying to impress the cast and the director by being funny. He thought he was supposed to score at the table read just like he did on Bosom Buddies.
Huh, I've never seen that. Like, Bachelor Party's a good one, though.
Piccolo says, Lord, if only I had that issue. Robbie says relationships are a lot like algebra. Ever look at your ex and wondered why? Piccolo says, but I refuse to pay for the Netflix. And Ravi says, Kai with her newfound aggression.
Mm-hmm.
What was her aggression? I didn't see.
She got her ass whooped for it, though, right?
Yeah. Her aggression, all right.
The Canadian. Oh, he has a hat on. I'm like, is his hair done different? I had to cover the light. Oh, that dude nailed a 3.
Killer Cyber in the chat says, hello, Killer Cyber.
Hello.
Chris says, never understood why they call it unsanctioned matches. They still have to go through the sports commission and where they go, like USA or Canada, and these fans soak it in. So dumb.
My question is, how do you win it? Is there a referee? And if not, then how do you win an unsanctioned match?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's kind of important information.
Bronson says Ron Howard pulled Tom Hanks aside and said, listen, I know what you're doing. I know you're trying really hard to get laughs. John Candy and Eugene Levy are here. All you have to do is love the girl.
Right, but he is a comedian. But yeah, I understand. Did it work?
With what? That stuff?
Yeah.
I didn't do it. Sorry.
Oh. Okay.
Chris says, yeah, they just said the ref is there only to record the pin or submission. So it's a no DQ match.
Right. I remember watching basketball when they used to defend.
Yeah. That guy fell down and hoped he'd get a foul, but they didn't think it was
stole the ball.
cool.
He's the one that dove for it. He actually did get a steal. But, like, look at the distance of the defender.
So are they doing it because they're just taking the time down because
Well,
they're
now,
ahead?
but
Oh.
when the game was on, like, they play like that anyway.
It's like they forgot that they have to play basketball.
Why is he putting up 7 here? They're going to be a 7 seed. Dude, Sammy, you're not tough. You're not good. You're not great. There's nothing special about you. Alright.
This just seems lazy.
Well, I'll see that again, but yeah.
Just
Trying
weird.
to see the time on that one. 7 or 2?
7.
That's over. I'm looking for like a 9 or later.
7. That one stopped working.
Where'd it go? Oh, wow. Oh, because that game probably disappeared.
That one's 7 too. Oh, it did it again.
We need stuff that's happening in the West.
8 p.m. Eastern.
I'll try it and see. What's the time at the bottom left?
third. It's in the third.
That's fine. Smash.
Robbie says so far Raw hasn't lived up to much.
No, it's a go-home show. Of course it's going to be stupid. They
Chris
always do
says,
stupid go-home
Sammy
shows.
talking like this is a UFC match. Fuck off. And Chris also says, I hope Dom steamrolls through Breaker, lol. Sure, that's gonna happen, Chris. That's funny. You're funny.
That is funny.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Queen of the Ring. Are you excited for it?
Oh my gosh, so excited.
Who was in it?
I don't know, people.
Oh, it was what's her name?
Tony
Storm. That's right. I'm looking up the shooting percentages of the NBA to see if it's better now than it used to be. Not even close. But it's about what it was in the 90s. But it's not as good as it was in the 80s.
Right. Chris says, LOL, imagine Dom wins clean. That's would expose the business and Braun career would be over. Fans would probably sue WWE. They probably would. That's right, Chris. They'd probably sue the WWE for it. Bronson says Ron Howard is Bryce Dallas Howard's dad in real life. Bryce Dallas Howard was in Spider-Man 3, 2007. She played Topher Grace's girlfriend in the movie. Her and the bad Peter went out on a date. Nice. Bad Peter. The bad Peter. Chris says they should have when Jey Uso won the Rumble. Robbie says, so people doubted Dom and he's still going strong in some big storylines.
Yeah, he's still shit, but yeah, they did. He hasn't done anything. He's just in storylines. Because he gets reactions from the crowd.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Whoop-de-doo, Basil.
It's a nightmare for a lot of people. Picola says, imagine if Dom or Balor was the Royal Rumble winner. That'd be weird. Chris says, Dom is at least better than Sammy Guevara.
No. I don't agree. I like Sammy. He did pretty good in some ladder matches and stuff. It's your greatest catch ever.
Such the greatest in the catching.
From Atlanta, Georgia.
Francis says, do you guys know who Bo Burnham is? His full name is Robert Pickering Burnham. He goes by Bo. He's a young comedian. He directed a movie in 2018 called 8th Grade. I can't say that I know him, hon. Robbie says, so Dirty Dom always going to be a hill? How would they make him a baby face at this point?
Turn on him. Have that Judgment Day turn on him, like AJ Styles. Who's going to show up in this, right? Unless Dom just loses straight up.
Right.
AJ's going to show up.
What? Excuse me, why does Styles need to show up?
How?
No, why?
Isn't he involved with Braun?
I don't remember.
I thought him and Braun were going to be wrestling for the title at Mania.
Oh, I guess.
Braun came up the old-fashioned way, even though he's from a better wrestling family. You can't tell me Scott Steiner,'s not better than Rey Mysterio.
Right.
Now, granted, it's not his dad.
True.
But Scott's son's coming, too.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to come up through NXT while Dominik didn't have to do shit.
Yep, just sit there.
Nothing. Like, I don't understand how he did it. Rey must have done some sort of favor or something.
Something. You rat. Don't be squirming over here. It's funny. Let's see. Bronson says, back in 13, Bo Burnham was in an interview with Conan O'Brien. He shared that several years prior that him and his family had a blindfolded Easter egg hunt, which didn't go very well. I can imagine it probably didn't.
That sounds bad.
Really bad.
Sounds like something I'd want to do at the Playboy Mansion, though. If it still existed.
Right?
Is it 3-on-1?
Well,
Is this a title match?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't see anything that would indicate it, but...
Chris says, yeah, that favor was bringing his, well, I won't say it, you guys know. Favors. Bronson says Bo was paired with his father during the blindfolded Easter egg hunt. Bo tripped over a metal fireplace and knocked out his 2 front teeth. Bo just got his braces off 2 weeks before that.
Right?
That's pretty sad. Happens to the best of us.
Frankensteiner. Uh-oh. They're hurting him. I still think we might get an AJ sighting. Because AJ doesn't like Finn.
Francis says Nimbo and his family were confronted with the actual difficult version of an Easter egg hunt, which was trying to find his 2 front teeth in the grass. They found one of his teeth in the grass. Definitely wouldn't be fun trying to find both your teeth. I knew somebody who was drinking and was walking home drunk and fell down and busted out their front teeth on the curb.
Oh, jeez. I think that was your worker, wasn't it? Coworker?
Mm-hmm.
I remember you telling me that story like 12 years ago.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god. Oh no, that guy fell down. They should get a foul. I think his ankle's broken.
Could be.
He's dead. That guy's dead. Look, he's dead.
Is he still down?
Yeah. I think he got sand in his vajayjay.
Oh, that can happen too.
Oh no. He's like, I think my ankle's broken in my
somebody in the
vagina.
audience had sand. Just throw it right up his vagina.
That guy's like, I don't think that's what he was doing, but it looked like it. Like he was trying to be all like, he's crying.
If your ankle gets hurt from that,
You have very
you
terrible
probably
ankles.
are playing the wrong sport.
Right? Oh my gosh, they're just playing crap from last week, guys. I have to go find some food to put in my face to keep myself awake.
Is that what keeps you up?
Mm-hmm.
Like some caffeine? Do you have any caffeine food? Like chocolate? Let me get you some of those chocolates.
I can get up and get it. Just
make sure you get up when there's wrestling on and not.
I know, that's why I'm waiting. I was going to on that last crap, but I was like, well, I'll wait. I might have to go to sleep.
I want your soul, Cody.
Bronson says they went to the emergency room and found out his other tooth was avulsed in his head. They were going to shove his other tooth back into his head, but they knew that probably wasn't a very good idea. Pickle says, we're men, manly men, we're men in tights.
Love it. Men, lend me your ears. And they all throw their ears at him. That's disgusting.
Such a dumb, fucking weird storyline.
Sold my soul to the devil and the price was cheap. You know it's cold on this level because it's twice as deep.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Picola says it should be the new theme to Raw. Should it? Bronson says when he told Conan that story, Conan said, yeah, thanks, Mom. We've got to make this Easter egg hunt more difficult. Then Andy said, how about not having an egg hunt? You're all practically adults. Oh, jeez.
March 14th.
March 14th.
Holy crap, that is so close to St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, it is. Bronson says when Andy said that, Bo said, we became adults that day. Sounds like an interesting movie, Bronson. And weird all at the same time. Or people. I guess it was a real thing. I don't know why. I don't know, that guy's being a bitch too. Jesus Christ, how many baby pants bitches do they have on these teams? Oh no, he ran into me. Oh my god, they fouled it? Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, not Morgan and Morgan. Ooh, shit.
Ooh, leather briefcases. Leather. She's like, well, I wasn't dumpy enough last weekend. People thought I was hot and sexy. So this weekend I'm going to definitely tone it down to be dumpy. Congratulations,
She's looking like
Kathy
she
Kelly.
works for Scooby-Doo.
Fuck, Jesus Christ.
Where's
She
the
looks
mystery
fucking
van?
stupid. Bronson says when Bo Burnham was promoting his movie 8th Grade back in 2018 on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Bo said he always a comedian for 8th graders. So he made a movie about 8th grade.
Nice.
Oh no, the American people are being attacked by the Viking people.
Mm-hmm. Send them back where they came from. Get ice. Deport the Vikings.
Put them back on their boats.
Get them back to Scandinavia.
How did they even get here? Oh god, it's more talking. Oh, for the love of Pete.
You don't want more talking?
No!
But it's at the end of the second hour. That's what they do.
Pickle's like, I cannot figure out Kathy Kelly's vibe tonight.
Hippie.
Pickle's like, oh hey, it's adrenaline in my hole. Yes. Adrenaline hole.
Whoa! Oh. What do you think he's gonna do? Think he's gonna sell his soul and come back with brown hair?
No.
Be the greatest turn ever.
Doubt it.
I mean, almost up there with Hulk Hogan when he turned heel. Maybe bigger. I think it might be bigger than Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
No, I don't think it's going to be good at all. From what I've seen lately, it's so stupid, most of it, that... Oh, great.
What's it mean, Cody?
Oh my gosh, what's the reading between the lines? Nobody knows.
The rockabilly?
It made him. He's got his feet in the mat. Feet, mat. Feet, mat. Do, do, do.
What you looking for? What's in there? Soda pop?
Yeah, but non-caffeine one.
I thought you wanted a caffeine one so you could stay awake.
No, I don't want caffeine.
You said you wanted to stay awake.
Do I just want to eat snacks?
I think you have snacks in there.
What?
Isn't there like a bag of
There's
snacks?
Milk Duds, that's about it. There might be some other candy in there, but not the kind I want. I want salty snacks.
Oh, I don't have any of that. Oh, there's peanuts.
I can just get a brook. I can grab the cashews and bring them in.
Do it. You want me to open that for you?
Sure.
Here. The can's very weak. I don't remember them being that weak.
They used to not be. They make them thinner and thinner, so be careful with them. That's why you can't pack them on top of each other anymore.
Ah.
Because I'll literally, like, poke and stuff.
Well, anyways, Cody wants to tell us all about what he's about as a human. But he's already at the top. Why? Wouldn't you sell your soul if you weren't at the top?
Oh no.
Oh, God. Seth
Word
Rollins.
it down, Seth.
Seth Rollins showed up.
It's Sethy Freaky Pants. Not the Seth
I
Freaky
forget you
Pants.
have the in your ear.
Seth Freak Pants. Freak Pants, Seth. Seth the Freak.
Because he's a freak. A big
Almost whacked my elbow on that.
geek.
Oh, it hurt.
What? Oh, your
Almost
elbow?
whacked my elbow. Like, I came, like, that close. I felt it just about my arm in the very corner of that refrigerator.
In there. Do you want to switch sides?
No, that's fine.
I have to find a place for that.
Well, let's see if this is any good.
I bet it's
Cherry,
the best thing you've ever put in
cherry
your mouth.
limeade. Sun kiss.
It's coming now. And there it is. Best thing ever. Make some vodka in it. Maybe some gin. Maybe some apple pucker.
Ew.
I don't know. I'm just making up shit. Is he wearing a raincoat? Yes.
Coats.
Rain. pants. Look at his bell-bottom Ray pants.
Why are the sleeves so short?
He looks like on Austin Powers when he's sitting on Vern Troyer's shoulders. And he's got the lab coat on. He has to pee. You know what I'm talking about? They're trying to sneak through. He got Vern Troyer in his pants.
It's so weird. Bronson says Elsie Fisher played the main character in 8th grade. Bo Burnham shared that after they finished filming the movie, Elsie Fisher just started high school and didn't get a part in her school play. Sophie says the pausing is a lot easier on Netflix. Robbie says more talking. Chris says, okay, just because Seth interrupted just for that, I would accept Rock's offer.
Right.
And Bronson says, while Bo was on Jimmy Kimmel's show, he promised Elsie that he would say F you to the director of the play. He said that on the show in front of millions of people on TV. Chris says Seth Rollins just also sold his soul to Triple H back then. Sophie says we don't know what is going to happen if Cody rejects The Rock's offer. Chris says Seth looking like take a shit a man. And Sophie says people are kind of comparing this storyline to when Steve Austin signed his soul away to the devil Vince 24 years ago. Pico is like, interesting Hellboy outfit. Pico says Seth Rollins was Cody's first feud back in company 3 years ago. I left my room for a couple of minutes and I paused it. Uh-oh. Slapping faces.
So Seth's doing the exact same story as Kevin Owens. The exact same. Remember Kevin did the same thing to Cody?
Yep.
The fucking... Are you kidding me? They're not going to write better storylines?
Nope.
Kevin did the same thing. You know, they did all that to me, and you tagged with them. This is all your fault, Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's saying the same thing. You should have hit him on the spot. It's not about you.
Ooh. Compromised. Ooh. They know each other. Bronson says a lot of 8th graders said they had no stress back then. Bo said, yeah, you did. You just had no freedom or money back then. Cola says, thing is, Seth, you're not the top dog anymore. Ooh, he was a main event. Sethy Poo was the main event. Did you know that? Did you know he was the main event? You were the main event. his steaks.
Not steak.
Not steak.
Oh, he gets filled up with steak.
Ew.
Oh, hate. Oh, maybe he's taking some sort of drugs. He said he's been filled with hate.
Ooh. Mm. Don't make me hate you. Wouldn't that still be your choice whether you hated him or not? Mm.
So Seth's gonna join him and give him his soul.
I'm not coming for your soul, I'm coming for the title.
Everybody's coming for the title.
Right? Like,
Are you not in Elimination Chamber?
mm. Richard says Seth needs to be drug tested for high estrogen levels. There's no way his bitchism is all natural.
Right?
It could be, since his wife is the man, Richard. It's a possibility. Just saying. More talking. I was famous before I came here. I was wealthy before I came here.
Right. He was. Yeah. It is best for business. Bring Jake. Have him interfere.
Best for business.
So, Damien gets pinned first, Drew gets pinned second, Seth gets pinned third. Right? Like, that looks pretty good. What is this, a tag match?
Yeah.
This is some bullshit. This should be on the pre-show. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Although I just bitched about them not having just women's matches on pay-per-views, or on normal shows. But that's dumb. We have to bring Trish Stratus in to make a match exciting.
Or
What's Charlotte going to be
Canada.
doing? Charlotte just going to be sitting ringside on that one?
Yeah, it's because it's Canada.
Yeah, who cares?
Oh, that is tonight. attacked Jade Cargill. Who did it? Her.
I think it's both. I think that's what they're going to end up doing.
Her.
Right.
Her.
We don't want it to be Naomi, though. If it's Naomi, then they have to wrestle at WrestleMania, and I don't want to see Naomi wrestle Jade Cargill at WrestleMania.
Mm-mm.
Although she'd whoop her ass. But I have a feeling Bianca's going to win Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
So she can't wrestle Jade, but it would make more sense for Jade to wrestle Esther at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
With no titles on the line.
And Bronson says Bill Burnham was in another interview with Conan O'Brien and 16 Bo shared that people tell him he looks like Laura Dern only in Jurassic Park. Conan said people say he looks like Tilda Swinton. Chris says LOL, Seth just said Cody beat him with one arm in Hell in a Cell. That means Seth is not as good as Cody. Why would you bury yourself, Seth? Bronson says, by the way, Tilda Swinton played the witch in the Chronicles of Narnia, the Lion, the Witches, and the Wardrobe. Excuse me. Piccola says, Tilda is such a strange actress. Love her, though. Isn't she the one that played, in Constantine 2? As well? I mean, not Constantine 2, but Constantine as well. Gabriel? Piccola? Wasn't that Tilda Swinton? Her says it was Bianca. Piccola says, how many times was this in NXT storyline? 5 times. 5 times. I've heard it was 5 times. Just so you know. It was 5.
H&R Blockhead. That was on the Flintstones. Remember?
No. I don't.
It was on the Flintstones. H&R Blockhead. Because it was the movie.
Oh.
Is that Jalen Rose?
I don't know who that is.
He wore the big shorts like that.
That are really long?
Mm-hmm.
Why would he do that?
It's just what they wore at that era. They went short again. See? Almost 80 short again. Some of them do wear even shorter. Yeah, in the late 90s, early 2000s, you couldn't see their knees.
That's pretty dumb.
Boom, boom, boom. Squishes. Hi. You excited about this show?
What show?
The one you're watching.
Pizza?
Yeah, pizza show.
Not really. I was thinking how gross their sausages.
I like it.
Yeah.
I might have to order a couple pizzas. You want pizza?
I don't like it. I think
Order
it's
some
gross.
pizzas right now. They should be here within an hour. You feel like pizza? Look at that referee. You just throw a car? Inappropriate. Looks dumb. She's pretty though. Who's that girl? I feel ya.
I can't tell who she is. Chris says, so it's CM Punk versus Logan Paul at Mania now, and Chris says it's probably AJ Styles versus Braun at Mania, but I wouldn't have mind Logan versus Braun for IC title at Mania. And Chris says, damn, Maxine's so hot.
Yeah, she's up there.
Chris says Theory was supposed to be a corporate champion.
Yeah. Obviously, he's better than Jey Uso.
What?
The smart people of mine know it.
The smart people.
They're going to give it to him. Like I said, it's going to be a dark day in wrestling history. But they gave it to Big E. They've given it to Liv Morgan.
Right.
It happens.
Okay.
Austin Theory did it with 4 letters, 1 word. He got mad at Austin because Austin Theory was doing the yeet.
That's funny.
It's no yeet. It's no yeet. We know that already. What do you think it's going to be?
The dog's barking at?
Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
The Creed brothers, are they ready to be tag team champions? Tune in next week. Ooh. Is this the main event? Here comes Esther and the Quitter.
Ugh. This lady.
Know me. She has not aged well.
No?
No. There's a lot of women that age well. Like Trish Stratus still looks good, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She's definitely not one of them. Here she comes. Surprised they didn't change her music too.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we going to get new tag team champions? Is Jade going to return and cost them the titles tonight?
Maybe.
I feel like a lot can happen. And if they decide to end this at the 30 mark, they only have like 6-7 minutes. Maybe 8 minutes. They sure need a better ring announcer on Raw and SmackDown. Lily got Cia left for a reason.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. New tag team champions. Is Rod ready for a championship belt? You put it on last because something. This match isn't a main event match, so it's last for a reason. So is Jade coming back, or are they losing the titles? Or is there something else?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh shit, they just took him. Attacked him. Not took him.
They 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 just took him. They're just like, we're taking this, fuckers. We can't.
We're gonna completely attack him.
We're taking him, bitch. We're taking him.
Oh shit. Maybe this match won't happen. Maybe there's too much damage being done. Maybe that's why they waited.
Maybe.
What the fuck? No way the referee would start the match. Rod's over the barricade. She's on the outside over where the ring announcer is at.
Right?
Chilling over there. Liv's getting beat up, thrown in the ring, and then he's like, okay, ring the bell.
The ref's just like, I don't care. I don't get paid enough for this. I'm getting paid off by somebody. I don't know who, but it is somebody.
I mean, you can at least try to play like there's real rules. Liv's just out there by herself. Going with the Quitter and Esther. She can't beat them both. Arm drag. Uh-oh. Bianca got her pants back. She's wearing her big girl pants.
Not the big girl pants.
They rain. There's like heat. Oh shit, kicked her right in the baby maker. Right? Oh, there she is. Rod shows back up. You know what would be kind of a fun little thing they could do also? Obviously, it's just a normal Monday Night Raw, but if it was something a little bit more special, one of those two broads right there gets hurt. It doesn't matter which one, because you could go either way with it. And then all hope is lost. Then Jade comes out. Bianca and Esther get like a look on their face like, oh shit, you know, she's not supposed to be back, but oh, it's our girl, you know. Maybe she doesn't remember we beat her up or whatever. And then, so she goes to like their side, but not really.
Right. And
then hits one of them with a big boot that she does. And then joins the match on the other team and then wins the titles back.
Ooh.
With either Liv or Rod. Her and Rod would be fine. Then that way they could get Liz as the singles wrestler. Then she joins the Judgment Day. Or whatever they're called. Is that what they're called? Judgment Day?
Yeah. Judgment Day people. Yep.
And then it sets up the big feud for WrestleMania, but in a tag match. So then all four of them can be in it. If they decide not to let Esther win the Rumble. Or whatever that thing coming up is. The Elimination
Chamber.
But it really would depend on that.
True.
Because you would stop the feud. But I have a feeling that it's probably more Naomi, even though that's kind of what we think, more than what it should be. Because if Esther wins it, then, or is the one that attacked her, then that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
But not if they're putting her against Rhea. Then you have to wait till after Mania for the Jade Cargill, and then what, she wins, and she's the new champion. Now Jade Cargill's in the title picture.
Right.
After coming back, after really not doing anything before she left in WWE. You know what I mean? So, like, if you're a wrestling fan, yeah, I know who she is. If you're not, then you're like, oh, that was the girl that was there for that cup of coffee before she left. Because she wasn't really there that long.
Right. True.
So anyway. I don't know what to say. Anybody else have anything to say about it?
All right. Let's see. Chris had said, so it's CM Punk versus Logan Paul at Mania now?
Possibly.
Chris
we'll
says,
see, but maybe.
Chris says it's probably AJ Styles versus Braun at Mania, but I wouldn't have mind Logan versus Braun for IC title at Mania. Chris says, damn, Maxine's so hot. And Chris says Theory was supposed to be a corporate champion. Bronson says this would be becoming more and more scary. No one is friendly anymore. A lot of it has to do with stress and anxiety.
What is that?
Bronson says this world is becoming more and more scary.
The world. Okay.
No one is friendly anymore. A lot of it has to do with stress and anxiety. Actually, I blame it on social media personally, Bronson.
You know,
the minute social media became a thing and people don't go outside and have to interact with other humans.
I even heard it from a friend of mine on the internet one time that said, it was so weird. I was driving home and somebody waved to me. And I was just like, if I'm driving, I wave at every single driver on the road. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just what I do. It's like... So, to not wave would be weird. And to have somebody say, oh, so weird somebody waved at me. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I felt like I'd be in, like Salt Lake or something.
You basically would be.
Yeah, nowadays.
Yeah. Chris says, damn, Liv is acting so unhinged tonight. Kind of reminds me of Anna Nicole Smith. Oh shit, Bianca and Quitter just hit Outrunner's first finisher, the double elbow drop. Right. Also, Brock shows up F5's Liv Morgan and breaks her arm. Oh, good God.
Ooh, you could get that girl up from NXT that does the F5.
Piccolo says, this monkey movie, yowzers. Richard says,
yeah, that scary one. I'm ready to watch it.
Richard says, I just gave my cat a buttercup. That's when you fart in your hand and cup it. Then you shove your hand in your cat's face. Buttercup. My cat loves them. Okay. And Pickles might be
that's
paranoia.
Semi-abusive.
I feel like that's animal abuse all the way around.
What's the one where they used to do it in the cushions? Oh, God. Well, Rackrod just got her face broken. Bianca literally landed on her head with her knee. Dear God.
She's like, I don't know what's wrong with my face, but something's wrong with my face.
Hopefully she's, not too bloody. Or any at all, I guess. But watch this. That was full knee right in the face.
Kinda. Shouldn't get her
no, not kinda. But... That was full knee in the chest.
I meant, not too bad, because her
knees.
momentum wasn't in her knee, really.
Right, yeah. No, she was flying forward. Here it is!
She's like, no,
oh, God.
She's like, I scratched your eyeball.
That's a good defense right there.
Yeah, you want to hold me up? She's like, here, I'll make sure you can't.
Look, she got tremendous power. Oh, fuck, Bianca's face went first. Yeah, you're not going to beat Bianca with a weird code breaker.
Not the weird code breaker.
Now, if that was Naomi, you could have counted to 100.
Yeah, you could.
But Bianca's something special. They're not going to have her lose to a jobber.
Not the jobbers.
Oh, she was going for her finisher, but look. Nomi's out there.
Oh, goody gumdrops.
She's going to slow it down.
Not to slow down.
Oh, God, here we go. Why is Dominik out there? Oh, wait, never mind. He's with Liv. That makes no sense. I'm still got him with fucking Rhea. Rackrod. Here it is. And here's her finisher.
The
referee's right in the way. Hey, let's see if she can kick out. We know Bianca could. Oh, she couldn't.
She couldn't kick out, but she got saved.
Fucking Rack Rod should have went blocked her.
Chris
Like
is
an
like,
offensive
almost
tackle.
new champs. Bronson says, as for social media, a lot of people tend to forget there's another person on the other side. Same with texting, obviously.
Yeah. Texting's a little less personal, isn't it? I used to hate it.
Now he only does it.
And now I don't want to talk on the phone, so I get it. I'm like, ugh.
I sometimes make a point just to call you when I'm out in the
I know, and I'm like, what? I'm going to answer the phone, too. I'm like, oh, God. And then you're like, all right, I'm almost here, and I'm all grumpy and shit. Well, cool, I have to get dressed. Or whatever. Some snooty-ass comment. I'm like, is she going to talk to me the whole drive here? I'm funny. Super funny. Oh, that was all chin. Here it comes. Bianca's going to end it. KOD. Coming up soon. Is she going with a Gort Buster? Nope. What? 2. Like you're going to beat Esther on a fruit roll-up.
No, but you can get away. Oh, God.
Ducked it.
Oh, fuck.
That was a very smart move.
Ooh.
You're not going to beat Esther on a fruit roll-up.
No, but somebody has before.
Here it comes. KOD. The kiss of death. So she can be the last on. That's it. Liv taking the pin, too.
Wow, ouch.
No! Rack Rod with the save.
Robbie's like, F Bianca. No, not F her.
Sometimes you have to F Bianca. I know Ford does.
Probably.
Oh, well, we assume he does. There's
Yeah,
actually no
that's
proof.
true. We assume that he does it, so, I know.
Could be a front.
It's going to be arriving tomorrow. The floor stuff.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Liv Morgan, 2 KODs.
Roll
If
out.
Liz is smart.
Roll out.
Oh, she's so close to the ropes. Her foot's going on it. Look at that. She got her foot up. She got her foot up.
Dom's like, let me help you,
She
even though
would've
he
got it
really
up
didn't need
anyways,
to.
yeah. All she would have had to do is spread her legs, which is her go-to move anyways.
Totally is. Definitely.
Why is Bianca trying to go after a dude? Uh-oh, KOD on the table. Nope. Rack Rod got out of it. Look at the power of Rack Rod, though. Let's be honest there. Smashes her belly first right into the top of the announce table. And that's that new improved announce table. It's all shiny on top. Doesn't break as easy.
Doesn't break as easy.
There it is. Nope. Naomi's holding on. Naomi's going to do something to her. Oh, she rolls Naomi up. Well, this match could be good if they would finish
Robbie's
the
like,
damn thing.
on the ropes.
Oh, there's that rear view. It's a lot of stinky ass. Summarizing Dominik's in the ring. There's nothing illegal about this right here.
Nope.
Nothing. Nothing. Oh, dear God.
That sounded like it hurt a little bit.
We knew that was going to happen. I just thought there would be some Jade stuff. Like I said, it had to happen. Either Jade showed up, maybe she still does, or they dropped the titles because it was last and it's not a main event match.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, now Triple H can go, we like to women main event so people at home can be happy.
Is that what he's going to do?
Yeah,
Yes.
but it'll be more simple, Jackie.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Chris-
talk slower. I can't do it well enough.
You can't.
I can't talk slow. I try, but I can't. That's why I can't do the British thing.
Robbie says, on the ropes, and Chris says, new champs, baby.
Yeah.
Bronson says, I'm seeing life through my eyes and my perspective, just like you guys are seeing life through your eyes.
Uh-huh. Nothing illegal about this. The only thing that was illegal was Dom, but he didn't touch anybody.
No.
So in reality,
He was just talking, and then...
there was no interference.
And then...
Just Naomi got lippy and wanted to hit him or touch him. She probably wanted to touch his
him.
hair. Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, she kicked him.
But we saw that coming.
Picole's like, dur, dur, I'll be
Now, isn't
so
Liv Morgan-
happy.
Oh, look at they're rubbing noses. So now my question is, isn't Liv Morgan in Elimination Chamber 2?
Yes. She's
So
in the
she's
Elimination
obviously going
Chamber.
to lose that. And so they're going to have tag team title match at WrestleMania?
I guess. I don't know.
I'm trying to think if that'll work. It'll work. I don't know who it's going to be against.
Me neither.
Is there any good women out there?
Chris says, so now Liv is 3-time tag champ and world champ, still not on Bliss level. Bliss is 3 times tag and a 5-time women champ.
Yeah, well, no, she'll never get it. She's not that girl. It's going to take her long. If she stays around forever and her body can stay in shape, you know, maybe she can get to that. But I don't see the 5-time world champ. There's too many good ladies down in the NXT and on the main roster already.
Right. True. Let's see. Bronson said that's called self-awareness. Yes, it is. Robbie says, "Hello, what a win!" And Naomi fucked up. Liv getting some push. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not about Liv. That was about getting the titles off of Bianca so she could go after the singles title.
Yeah, that's definitely nothing to do with pushing Liv for anything. That was just getting the tag titles off of Bianca herself. Anyways, Robbie says, thanks for joining Wrestling Cab. Alright, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate it. They did go a little bit over their 8:30 this time. They went a little bit longer, but not too much longer. Anyways, we'll be back again on Wednesday for AEW, so hopefully you guys will join us then.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab.
Bye.
Bye-bye.